Saturday, so I know people be looking at the date to see what date of the week it is, or what day of the week, sorry, what day of the week it is. I was just sitting here for the last, I suppose, I don't know, about 20 minutes, and I said, sure, look, I might as well go live for a few minutes. I went for a little pondo, and I came here, well, 20 minutes ago, just kind of sat here, looking at, I suppose, different things. What I mean by different things is the river and fish and stuff, and birds too. The birds are mad here. But we won't be too long. We'll just chat for a few minutes, because I have a few minutes, so I might as well chat, because there's not. I'm just kind of relaxing after today, because it's been a long day. Even though it's only 4 hours today at college, it still was a long time. It's a long time when you're doing a lot of writing and stuff. It's a lot of work, especially because it's only 2 weeks left. Of my course yoke. So it's only 2 weeks, would you believe? So there we go. But and then obviously too, I wasn't working today, of course. On a Friday, you usually work from Monday to Thursday, and then on Friday. Hello Ben, good evening. How are we keeping? Good evening. Well, I think it's good evening. Yeah, it's 8:30 at night. Even though it's not really, you wouldn't think it's 8:30 to be totally honest. But yeah, I was just sitting here for the last 20 minutes, just after coming from my walk, and I just wanted to sit in. Hello, Jim. Good evening. How are we keeping? Move to Finland. No, thank you. I'm fine. I stay here. Why would you want to leave this spot? Nothing much is happening anyway, Ben. Apart from the big discussion today. I don't know if you've seen the big discussion. What was the boy? I can never think. Boycott or something. Yeah, boycott or something. We should all move there. I don't think so. Have you seen the debt? But yeah, have you seen the debt? Like, it's not great. Like, it's worse than all of that. Can I zoom in? I can. There was fish jumping there a while ago, not too far away from me. Like, just there. So as soon as I go live, nothing happened. But a few minutes ago, they were gone mad. They were just jumping up and down there. They're not there now. Ooh, apologies. Oh yeah, it's definitely worse. Yeah. There's a fish after jumping there. But no, it's definitely worse than here, yeah, because unemployment, there's 300,000 people unemployed. There's 300,000, just to say, in a small country like Finland. A record bankruptcies, etc. It's not great, and it's getting worse. So it's definitely worse than here. To be honest, it definitely is worse. I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, but it is actually worse than here. In economic terms, if that makes any sense. Well, even though economically it's fucked here too. But it's not great there too, if that makes any sense. It's not great whatsoever, but yeah. Oh geez, don't say that, James. Jeez, that's not great to hear. But yeah, it's not great in general. Here or over there, but particularly over there is not great. No, of course not. It's not her to blame. It's the current government. They cut a lot of services and stuff. They just went around with settles, and that's what caused all this. And not even that too. They basically just, their policies didn't work, whatever they did, because it was just cutting and cutting and cutting, and basically they cut so much that they've basically created a hole. Basically, they dug themselves a hole. Basically, it's quite bad. It really is quite bad. Because I don't know how they're going to get out of it. Because see all the cuts, etc. It's extreme cuts. We're talking about extreme. It's going to take next probably 50 years for them to get back on their feet, because it is that bad. It is quite literally that bad. So it's not Santa Mountain's fault. Like that, there was employment. People had jobs. There was actually jobs. There was actually growth in the economy when Santa Mountain was there. Nowadays, there's no growth. There's no business. Nobody's been employed. There's no jobs basically. Like last year, they said there was going to be 100,000 jobs. There wasn't even half of that. What I mean by that, there was barely. And I'm talking about barely, probably 20,000 in the whole country of Finland last year alone. 20,000, which is not a lot, considering you have 300,000. Hello, Motus, I think it is. How are you keeping? Hope we're well. Hope we're having a good Friday evening. I hope everything's good where you are. Hope we're having a good one. It's the weekend. It's about time it's the weekend, I suppose. Hello, Liz. How are you keeping? It's good to see you. Hope all's well. Well, Bertie's actually becoming far right now, James. Because he came out today too and he said, there actually is problems with the asylum system, even though he backtracked from his other comments. But even though in fairness he did say there's problems, so at least he acknowledged there's the elephant in the room. But obviously I'm not going to, I don't have much time for Bertie. I don't think anybody does. But yeah, we see how that goes. Obviously, for me, Hal Martin's very upset at the moment, so which is not much loss. But yeah, it's nice just to sit here. Like, I was just listening to the buzz. Like, it was just silence. You can hear cows in the distance, but that's it. It's just silence. You just hear birds chirping. You see the odd fish. Now, as soon as I get the camera out, there's not. Like a few minutes ago before I went live, there's fish jumping everywhere. Now there's none. Typical. So yeah. Oh Jesus. Are you fishing? No, we're not fishing. No, good no, God no. We're not fishing. If we were fishing, we would be probably catching. We would be catching something, I hope. No, we're not fishing. We're just kind of just chilling. Be totally honest, we're not fishing at all. It's been years since I've been fishing. See, it's all about patience and stuff. You need to have patience. To be totally honest, I'm very tired because I was at college today. Even though it's 4 hours, but it's a lot when you're dyslexic and stuff. It's not easy. Yeah. It's about flies too. Go for a swim. I can't even swim. Would you believe I can't actually swim? I don't know if you can see that, but there's just an absolute swarm of flies. I don't know if it picks it up. But there's about 5 million flies there. Well, not 5 million, but you know. The camera, okay. Oh, don't zoom in too much of me. I end up breaking the camera. I think that's fine, sorry. It's awkward to zoom in and zoom out. When you're live, when you're doing videos, it's alright. Well, for a lot of people it is, actually. Yeah. There's another fish after jumping, typical. I have the camera facing this way. Oh, Jesus. But what was I going to say to you? What was I going to say? I can't remember now. Yesterday, what was I going to say? The weather yesterday was awful. So at least it's better than today, because yesterday was just fucking miserable. And the other day before that was miserable. It's just raining constantly. 1 minute it'd be like sunshine, and then the next minute it'd just be downpouring. So today, in fairness, was not too bad. Even though it was given a bad day, it gives rain for later on. But it didn't materialise, not here or now. But it's still not sunny. But yeah. Still not that sunny. Oh jeez, I actually never noticed this on my phone. Like there's a thing on my phone here, and it says translate chat messages from other languages. Is that a new thing? Because I never actually seen that before. I don't know if YouTube updated that. Because that's there. So if you say speaking, I don't know, Finnish and stuff, you could understand them. Well, I don't know how that works now. It probably just doesn't work. I should have bought my phone kind of holder. It would have been handier. But anyway, so it's finally the weekend. I tell you, the week doesn't be long flying, to be totally honest. Even though it felt like a long week. It doesn't be long. It doesn't be long coming, like the weekend. So we're near the end of May too, which is insane too. Another 2 weeks, basically. The end of May. Then we're into June and July. Oh God, like the summertime, midsummer. Like good God. I don't know where the time flies. I don't know where the time goes either. Because the time just goes off. Don't know. It just goes like the wind. But yeah, we chat for a few more minutes, so I'm not in any hurry. It's not even 8:30. I thought it was 8:30, but it's not actually even 8:30. Hello, Aaron. How are we keeping? I keep having to look twice to see as I do. Hope we're well. I think you see the big scandal going on. There's a huge scandal going on. I've been accused of working for San Mao and such a thing. But I don't know what you would call it, but it is something else. Let me see where I'm going. It's quite muddy too, just this part. Santa Gate. I don't know what you would call it. A bodycott, we call it. But yeah, no, that's quite mucky there. See, the water was up not too long ago here. Somebody actually broke their leg one time actually coming down here, like the twist of the leg, because that's steep enough. You wouldn't take it. That's where the stairs here, because that is steep enough there. Like it's quite slope. You can slip handy enough, even though there's a way and it just falls down into nothing. Because see, the bank there used to be a stone there and give way, and that's what happened. I think that could be it there, that side. I'm not sure actually, but yeah. But yeah, no, this is not. We're not really doing much. We're just kind of chilling because I was here. I'm after going for my walk, and I said, "Fuck it, sure, we might as well go live for a few minutes and have a chat." Even though I didn't schedule it and stuff. Just sometimes, when I'm here, I said, "Oh, sure, might as well." Might as well. Should I sit back down anyway for a few more minutes anyway? Not many people would be around because it is evening time and stuff, and especially on the Friday evening, a lot of people be tired after the walking week and stuff. Ow! Thistle. Oh, this is grand stretch even. Yeah, it's a grand stretch. It's not as bright, but it's not. There's no sun to be found, but it's still bright. But it's not as nice as the other evenings. The other evenings were mighty. It's not bad this evening. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like bright. The sun's not splitting stones. Fucking thistle. I tell you, the worst thing ever is these thistles, like thistle kind of things. Like when you sit on them and stuff, it's the worst thing ever. Like there, that specifically, that's what hit me in the backside there. I wouldn't mind, but it's the only thing here. There's no other thistle to be found, but I sit in the one thing that has a thistle on it. But I'll tell you, they're the worst thing because you nearly be better off getting fucking shot than that because it's awful. So it's the same with I don't know anybody ever get like these things, these thorns. If the camera would focus. No, it won't focus. Maybe see, that's the worst thing about focusing. Like the thistles, yeah, whatever you call these. Like getting a little trig of that is nearly, that's worse too. Somebody's getting robbed. Hope not, but sure. We're going for a little pond though. But they're trying not to end up in the ditch. Oh, I'm too old nowadays for this. Oh, don't have my boots on either. Probably should have my boots on, be a lot better climbing and stuff. Did I bring everything I did? Yeah, just making sure I have everything. There's been no point saying an hour later, oh, I forgot this. I left this somewhere. I didn't bring my power bank or anything, but sure. We won't stay too long. Live and stuff. But yeah. Don't know if there's people down here. There could be people down here. I don't want to stop them if they're fishing or doing something, it wouldn't be fair to go start shoving the camera in their face. Let me see now. Oh my god, what is this? Why is this keep hitting every button? Just open the piece. Indeed. It won't let me click that for whatever reason. Hello Dave, how's it going? Davey, yeah, how are you doing? Good to see you, hope we're well. Hope all is good in that loan. Hope all is well down there. There's nobody here. No, I just didn't want to disturb because sometimes there be people fishing and stuff. You don't want to be banging into them. Even though I'm more considerate than a lot of people. There was a video one time that was recorded in Cavan. Like these people were fishing. And these children came on and doing like beside them to this like do their dances and stuff. Like TikTok dances. And they swapped with them, catching the fish and stuff. And a lot of people were talking about that time because we could actually see they were, oh jeez, what's happening here? But yeah. Plenty great. Somebody threw in the plank. That could have fell off the bridge, to be totally honest. That could have been what happened. But I don't know where the cinder block came from. That doesn't look good. That's a cinder block. Because usually what a cinder block means that somebody threw that in along with them. So hopefully not. It doesn't happen that way around here, but it happens in other countries. You see them in the blocks, or to weigh a body down either. It's just going to show you. Great stuff for the family. Ow. Old age. But yeah. Won't let me click this. For whatever reason, it won't let me click. You can still hear me and all that. There's for some reason the thing, like there's a button here, and it's totally fucked. It's usually just the mute, like not to mute the chat, but to do different things. We'll go down and sit here for a second. Oh, there's bored. I don't know what that was. There was a duck, I think. I think we're fighting the duck. Yeah, thank you. No, just making sure, because one of my buttons are fucked. Don't know why. It just won't work. I have to try and be careful going down this, because it's awkward to hold the camera and get down. So I'm not as good in my feet as I used to, but what is that there? McDonald's thing, I think. Jeez, I'm terrible getting down nowadays. There's ketchup. The fish are having ketchup. Oh my god. I can't stand the shit. Ooh. There's the McDonald's. Another cylinder. Where's all the cylinders coming from? Don't know where they're all fucking them. So, sitting here. Ooh. What is that there? Oh. Cabin man, yeah, seems to be. But yeah, no, I said they threw it in from the bridge up there. Because a lot of people are going over the bridge to fuck things in. Like takeaways and bits and shit. It's unfortunate, but it does happen, unfortunately, it does happen. But there's nothing you can really do about it, because, but I'm surprised that washed up. It could have blew in from the other side. You usually see some fish here, because obviously the thing there, you usually would see them. And the water was down, like the water was going down. You could probably walk across to the other side. Because it isn't that high. Like I haven't seen it worse, like all this usually be covered. But it's very low. But it's still a very strong current. Like if you ever were going the fish here, I wouldn't go there. That's very strong. That part there specifically is very strong. It'll push you all the way back, push you all the way down there. But up there is not bad. It's just this bit here that's not great. Oh, falling around the place. Oh, it's walking again. Never mind. Hide all messages. Yes, that's what we need. Shut people down. But yeah, I think we head on. I stay for another minute or two, but we head on back to where I was originally. Go back to where I came from. That's the thing. Try not to end up in the river. That would be ideal too. Get a faster trip. New to the parish. Aye, they're good fishers. Oh, I'll probably not get back up in this actually. See, it's hard to hold the camera and do this. See, I have a problem with the side of my back too. The back of my hip. It's not as great as it used to be. Too much bending. That's the problem. Oh, there's a man actually fishing. See him down there fishing. There's a man fishing down there. He's catching a few things, like. We're not go down to the storm. But yeah. But yeah, any other news, anybody? Because this is just pretty much just, we can randomly do these every once in a while. That I just have a few minutes and I said, sure, we'll come on to chat. Because there's a good opportunity for people if they have if they have something to say or anything, if it makes any sense. Because this is kind of off script, etc. But yeah. But usually they never kind of be scheduled or things like that, if that makes any sense. It's just a nuisance having to try and hold the phone. Because you're used to kind of having your arms free and stuff, especially with your computer and stuff. Then with this, but yeah. Oh, the Hague, oh Jesus. That's not great. But sure, I don't even think the Hague exists nowadays. What I mean by that, I know the city exists. But Donald Trump cut the funding to the Hague. They couldn't have courts of justice, for international war crimes and stuff. Mainly because they want to arrest Israeli officials and stuff. So I don't even know if it's still in session. Because they were heavily cut. And they were heavily impacted. Because I think the United States made up a huge amount of money for the court. But of course, they won't pay the money because, they'll be paying for the prosecution of Israeli officials. And, we couldn't have that. Speaking too much. Shouldn't say anything. Thou shalt not question Israel, as they say. I wouldn't be surprised if they'll add that into the Bible at some point, Donald Trump. Yeah, he's working for Leitrim. We always knew that. We always knew he was working for Leitrim. Leitrim people. Amount of flies too. There's a huge amount of flies beside this river, especially at night time. Don't know where they've all come from. Yeah, so we leave it there for tonight. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, but yeah, the Russian players, the Russian player Grisha, literally has gone to town. Like the amount of videos he's put out on it is literally insane. Like the Russian state media were talking about it, about a high-4 game, a hot surviving 4 game. Like that's how serious it was. Like literally the Russian media had nothing else better to talk about but a high-4 game. I don't get it, but sure, look, more power to them. If they have nothing else to say, because obviously Ukraine's not going well for them in Russia. They have nothing to say basically, so they have to get talk about a high-4 game, which is insane. But anyway, see you later. We'll be back tomorrow, probably 6 o'clock. I'm not sure yet. I do have a bit of homework to do the weekend. Probably will do that. Sunday, yeah. Anyway, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night and we chat tomorrow. Thank you.